Okay, so you should be done writing your mole conversion key in your journals. Alright, and so we're going to use that to conquer our objectives today because we're learning about moles and Avogadro's number and how we can convert grams to moles to atoms and back. Alright, so we're going to do some problems. So our first problem is 1.5 moles of H2O equals how many atoms? And so to do this, we know by our mole conversion sheet that we are going from moles to atoms, and because of that, we have to multiply, right? And so we know that Avogadro's number is 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd. And so since we're going from moles to atoms, we multiply by Avogadro's number. And so 1.5 moles of H2O equals times 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd should give us 9.033 times 10 to the 23rd atoms of H2O. So yeah, so that one was pretty easy, and so we're going to do a harder question. Okay, so our harder question is 36 grams of H2O equals how many atoms? Alright, so on our conversion sheet, we're going from grams all the way to atoms, all the way across. Since we don't have a straight conversion, we have to make a pit stop at moles. So we are starting with 36 grams of H2O. And to go from grams to atoms, we have to make a pit stop in the middle at moles. And so our first step is to go from grams to moles by dividing by our formula mass of H2O according to our mole conversion sheet. So to find the formula mass of H2O, like we studied yesterday, it's just the total mass of our compound. So our compound is H2O, and so we're going to take the atomic mass for hydrogen, which is 1.01, and multiply it by 2 since there are 2 hydrogens in this compound, and that should give us 2.02. And we're going to do the same thing and multiply oxygen, 1 oxygen, by its atomic mass, which is 16 grams. And that'll give us 16 grams, and we will add that together to get a total formula mass of 18.02 grams of H2O. Right. And so now that we have our formula mass, we can take the grams that we started with and divide it by our formula mass to give us 2 moles of H2O. However, that's only half of our problem because this was a 2-step problem. So our second step is to go from the moles that we just got to our atoms. Right? And we do that by multiplying by Avogadro's number, just like our mole conversion sheet says. And so if we follow our mole conversion sheet and we know that Avogadro's number is 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd, we will multiply 2 moles of H2O times Avogadro's number, which is 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd. And in our calculators, that should give us 1.2044 times 10 to the 24th power atoms of H2O. That's a lot of atoms. So we know now that 36 grams of H2O equals 1.2 times 10 to the 24th atoms of H2O. And so today's activity, we're going to be in pairs and small groups of 3, and we're going to solve our own problems. And so on the front is the conversion I want you to solve with your group, and it's just going to be something simple like 1 mole of gold equals how many atoms. And so on the back of your papers, you're just going to put all the names of your group members at the top. Full names, please. And then you're going to only write your answer on here. And you'll give me your scratch paper when at the end of the class, after your group presents your problem on the board for the rest of the class to see. And when people are presenting, I want the class to think about the process that they're taking, and after they finish presenting, we're going to, as a class, decide if they're right or wrong and justify it. And so then let's get you put into groups. Alright, you guys. So